Oh, Jesus. Oh, my lord. Right. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do, double check that audio level's okay. Seems alright, I don't know. And it's alright, so I'll roll with it. Alright. There, I have a list with many things ticked on it. There's a few more that need ticking. So if I'd live stream a little bit, I'm doing it. So, let's put on a track I like, because I can. This is what I like very much. Okay. Let's put it on there. So we got this dude, and this is what I did earlier. So basically right now I'm going to be touching up the facial animations for this, which I have here in Maya. So if I just play this back.
Well, that's a bit of a leading question, but the answer to your question is absolutely yes. The Vandul are still as dangerous as ever.
This one I just did, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I think I've already done this on stream before. But I need to go back and basically redo parts of it, which is fine. And this kind of inserts here. So I'm going to redo, in fact what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to open up Premiere in another tab. And in Premiere, I'm gonna just get some timing stuff. A bit smaller there. Okay. A little Vega here. And then I'm gonna hide it off screen while I search for some stuff. It's this one here. So, I'm not going to be showing too much of this scene. I'm only going to be showing a little bit. But this is it here. And the bit I'm interested in is about here. So what I'm doing is around this area where he's speaking. So I'll play it back so you can hear it.
A leading question, but the answer to your question is absolutely yes. The Vandul are still as dangerous as ever.
So what I'm doing, what I've just done before streaming was just touch up this animation a little bit. And then I've inserted some temporary B-roll here, because I'm going to be going between the two. Cutting between, well not cut, it won't be a hard cut, but it'll be fading between the B-roll footage and this interview here. So what I've done, I've put in some template B-roll, just for now, which is on this track here. Track video 2, and which I'm kind of using as a template here. So if I just let it play, it'll give me an idea from the dialogue when the fade's going to come in.
Question is absolutely yes. The Vandul are still as dangerous as ever. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them.
So that's as far as I'm going with that. So back in Maya, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to close down CryEngine so I don't run out of RAM. That would be bad. Okay, so in Maya, let's play it back and find the same point.
Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them.
So I'm about the same point.
It's just a statistic to them.
Alright. So 540. So I'm going to animate up to this just in case I want to tweak it a little bit with the timing.
Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul.
Okay. I didn't. It's born out of necessity. The facial animations are pretty cringy, and that entire sequence is about 4 minutes long, and it's painful to watch. So this is kind of an edit that I'm making to it, kind of last minute. That's quite necessary. It's unfortunate because it's some wasted work, but there's no. But even then, if nobody's gonna sit through it and tune out of it, all that works for nothing anyways. I'll be making a B-roll shot shortly after I've done this. I won't be doing the full interview facials because that'll give too much away.
Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire.
Okay, so fair. I'm going to be tuning out in a minute as soon as I get in the zone. I feel like.
Many in the more.
Okay. There's a few things as well. The rig I'm using for this, I didn't think it through well enough. And there's a few blend shapes that I should have included. I didn't. Which is unfortunate, but it's a learning experience, so I don't mind too much. Okay. Fair. Just listen to my dribble. Okay, just gonna quickly tweet out the old link. Alright, just doing this. Let's try that on for size. Now, normally, when I tweet out a link like this, everything goes tits up. But we shall see. Okay, I shouldn't be saying that, but I'll roll with it. Okay, here we go.
Many. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. In the more peaceful parts of the Empire. More peaceful parts of the Empire. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. In the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hero of a Vandul Raid, many in the more many in the many in the more peaceful parts, in the more peaceful parts of the Empire, peaceful parts of the peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandal raid on Selene. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of peaceful parts of the Empire. More peaceful parts of the Empire. More peaceful parts of the Empire. Parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandal. Hear of a Vandal raid on Selene or Aramis, and its general fire. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandal raid on Selene. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear many in the many in the more many in the more many in the more peace many in the more peaceful parts of the many in the more peaceful parts of the in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandal raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandal raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandal raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Statistic to them. He's going on Selene or Aramis. And it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandal raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandal raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's hear of a Vandul raid on Selene. 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 On Selene or Selene. Selene or Aramis, and hear of a Vandul raid on Selene or Aramis. Raid on Selene or Aramis. Dual raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul raid on Selene or Vandul raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire, in the more peaceful, in the more many in the more peaceful parts, in the more peaceful. Many in the more peaceful or peaceful parts of the peaceful parts of the Empire. Parts of the peaceful part or peaceful parts the more peaceful part peaceful parts more peaceful parts of the Empire. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Hear of a Vandul raid, just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul raid on Selene or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful or Aramis, many in the more peaceful, many in the more many in the more peaceful part, the more many in the more in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. The Empire. Hear of a Vandul raid on Selene or Aramis. Celine or Aramis, and it's just a statistic of that. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul raid on Celine or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire. Peaceful parts of the Empire. Peaceful parts of the Empire. Parts of the Empire. Hero of Vandul and Celine, Paris, and it's just a hero of Vandul raid. Hero of Vandul raid on Celine. Hero of Vandul raid on Hero of Vandul. Hero of Vandul. Never Vandul. Hero of Vandul. Hero of Vandul. Hero of Vandul. Hero of Hero of Empire. Hero of Vandul raid on Empire. Hero of a Vandul raid on Celine or Aramis. Hero of Hero of Vandul raid on Celine. Hero of Vandul raid on Celine. Raid on Celine. He listens to raid on Celine. Peaceful parts of the Empire. Hero of a Vandul raid on Celine or Aramis. Raid on Celine. Celine or Aramis. Hero of a Vandul raid on Celine or Aramis, and it's just a statistic to them. Many in the more peaceful parts of the Empire hear of a Vandul raid on Celine or Aramis.
Substitute for a proper UEE naval blockade. Captain Khan and the UEE Virgil to beard the Vandul in their den, so we don't know if it's a friend or foe coming back until after they transit the jump point. One of these days they will go too far. I keep these here to remind me that the Vanduul are always there, waiting in the darkness, looking for a chance to bleed and rob us. I fought the Vanduul for 30 years in the 38th, and I learned just how cunning and patient they can be. Make no mistake, they are just waiting for their chance. Raid on Selene or Aramis with alarming regularity. You see these? These came from a Vanduul killed in a raid on Lucerus, a settlement east of here. They are just waiting for their chance. Leading question.
Okay, so I'm just waiting for CryEngine to load back up, and I've just exported an animation out of Maya and updated one in CryEngine, so I'm just going to take a peek. I don't need to wait for all this to load. And I know which one it is, so I can just find it in the timeline here and then load it up. Which is this one here. So it's not brilliant, but it's better than it was. Okay, so I'm gonna just open up the character tool and load up this character specifically, and just check it out in the character tool, so it's a little bit more focused. This is the only view that matters. The only view that matters is what the camera sees. But I still need to check and make sure the settings are correct. This one here. Another thing I need to check is that it output to the right place, which it did. I think, so that's fine. Yep, it did. Just, so array, this is it here, so it's additive, which is what I want. Oh no, actually no, this is not an I did not want this to be an additive. So I'm gonna show this in Explorer. Line free. Alright, it's set to false, okay, good. These should all be set to false. Okay. I'm just gonna play him back in the background there, I don't want it doing that. So, false. So wait, these are primary dialogue tracks. I don't want them to add to anything already there. These are the override tracks. And then I can add expressions and stuff on top of it. Yeah, the skinning can use a lot of work. Everything with this can use a lot of work, but I need to be realistic about what I can actually achieve. So, this is the one we got. But the answer to your question is absolutely yes. The Vanduul are still as dangerous as ever. Many of them. Alright, let's try that. Okay, so I just got a message about some stuff that's ready. So what I'm going to quickly do is just divert a little bit. I'm going to just change the music to something that isn't that. I'll do. I might get a copyright claim, but who gives a shit. So I've just received some audio, so I'm going to take a look at it. See what it sounds like. I'm not going to play it all on stream. I'm only going to play a little bit. But it should be good. Okay, let's take a look. Sweet Jesus. Okay. This might be loud, so I'm going to... Alright, just going to pause that. I'm going to turn down the speakers on... Well, the speaker output on OBS quite a bit, because this can be very loud. So I'm just going to turn that way down. Just have a listen on my end, because I want to see what this sounds like.
I need to get you both to shelter immediately. Get in the Jeep.
Bennett, this is the biggest story of the last decade. Someone has to bear witness, and we are here with the cameras rolling. You can't just stuff us in some underground bunker.
Miss Cross, I have my orders.
Yeah, alright, I'm not playing anymore. That is so spoiler heavy. Holy shit. Grr. I know what happens there. I can't show you. Decisions. No, I'll listen later. I won't do it right now. In fact, no, actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to this now because it's quite important. So I'm gonna, because it's quite important to the project, because I need to listen to it, give feedback, and check it. Fuck it, I'll keep streaming for now, and then I'll listen in a bit. It's good. Oh god, it's good. It's amazing. Actually, yeah, I better stop streaming just for this, because I do need to actually give feedback on that ASAP. because of time zone. So I'll be back in about 20 minutes. I'm really sorry about this, but I really need to do this. So I'll be back shortly.